Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to a very, very special broadcast of Mahala Monday. My name is Dougal. As always, Rhoda's here. Hello, Rhoda.
Hello, Dougal. Welcome, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Quite excited about the special show, so let's do this.
Yeah, very, very special show. As always, we would like to just ask you to do this first, to, of course, like and share, and definitely make sure you hit the bell so you can be notified about all broadcasts. Now, of course, as I'm sure you are well aware, and as an avid watcher of Mahala Monday, previous program, we actually spoke to somebody who is just dynamic, really just absolutely fabulous, and that is, of course, the incredible Tarryn Tomlinson, who actually this week finds herself now at the African Travel Indaba that is currently underway or taking place this week in Durban.
That's in Durban, Dougal. That's right. Yeah, quite exciting. And they started yesterday, and you know what? With the last time we were with her on the show, we told her, you know what? Let's hook up and let's find out how things is going. And we said, let's do this live. So this is what we're all about. Going to hook in with her.
Yeah, fantastic. And she kept her promise, so she's joining us live there from KZN. Hello, Tarryn. How are you?
Tarryn.
Hello from a very warm, overcast, rainy Durban.
It sounds normal.
Yes.
So Tarryn, there you are now. You're at the African Travel Indaba. You are currently, the things are now sort of underway. And firstly, let me just say thank you for keeping your promise and hooking up with us. And this is giving us a lowdown of exactly what is happening. So the Travel Indaba, things are underway as we speak?
Absolutely. So the Travel Indaba starts officially tomorrow on the 14th to the 16th. But today was Bond Day. So it's a day of connecting, networking. So basically, we've got delegates coming from all over the world. There's more than 8,000 people this year at the event coming to really showcase and celebrate African tourism.
Wow. So it is really going to be something to keep an eye on, and of course, you know what, and then especially what is discussed there, and that will be taken forward and implemented. I'm sure you must be very excited.
Absolutely, because this is about, many of the discussions that happened today at Bond Day was about seeing how do we improve tourism, how do we make experiences better, how do we make tourism accessible for all, and so that it was extremely interesting, and it's extremely future focused about, okay, we know we've got a beautiful continent, and how are we going to improve it?
Yeah. Wow. I want to ask you this because I know Rhoda's itching to ask you a question, but I just jumped the gun. Sorry.
You go for it, you go.
Because you just said accessible. Now, if we just go back to last week, our discussion last week when we spoke to you last week, there was going to be a panel discussion that was going to take place, and of course it was the who of people with influence within the sector, especially when it comes to travel, but also shaping how the world could look in a few weeks, moments, minutes, months, years from now, but definitely making tourism more accessible, and especially within our borders. Now, this panel discussion, just run us through this, because this is obviously a big thing.
Yes, absolutely. So the panel discussion we put on for South African tourism. So this is very big. I mean, to be able to have this kind of platform, I really have to take my hat off to Debbie DeMont of South African Tourism for really just creating that platform for us to for it to be inclusive. So that was fantastic. But what we discussed in the panel discussion was really to give the audience an understanding of what accessible travel is, what the challenges are that persons with disabilities face when they travel, and then looking at the ecosystem. So all of our panelists, we had, if I think about it first, we had Lois Strachen over there. She's a blind traveler. She's traveled to more than 20 countries on 4 continents. She's an author, and she's a travel podcaster. So she gave the insight from a travel, from a traveler's point of view. And then we had Jabbar there from Deaf SA, and he came in and chatted about the, there was a wonderful collaboration that happened between Deaf SA and the Radisson Group, in which they employed nearly 30% of their staff deaf and persons with hearing disabilities, and not at the back, like Jabbar says, he didn't, no one can see them, front of house. Front of house, they were interacting with guests, they were right there. We also then had Ellie, who created the very first, her and her husband, a fully accessible luxury lodge up in Klasade in Kruger National Park. And they gave the insight into why they decided to become inclusive. So that was very nice from the perspective of a business owner to be there to encourage other business owners to take the step. And then lastly, we were also there to launch Ava, the AI assistant, closing off that, looking at what are the challenges that we face with traditional methods of assessing a building. And then we introduced Ava and how she truly is a game changer in the space of AI on the African continent and globally.
And how was the reaction to that? Because, I mean, this is like future. This is like going into the future. What was the reaction to that?
You know, the best reaction that we got was actually there was an AI panel discussion before that, where people were talking about how you can utilize AI to improve tourism, et cetera, et cetera. And we had a fantastic gentleman on the panel who wrote this amazing book about AI and all of its workings, et cetera, et cetera. They all had their panel discussion after that. Many people left, but he stayed to listen. And afterwards he wrote, he's like, your guys' panel discussion put ours to shame. It's like, we were such a great feather in our cap, because he's like, this is how AI is supposed to be utilized. You know, like, this is like, you guys should be on bigger stadiums, bigger stages, because this is the power of AI. So that was a really good, positive takeaway from someone who is really big in the business.
So it seems to be that there was a lot of positive feedback, obviously, of now with the declaring what Ava is all about. And what was interesting that also materialized from the panel discussion in itself, some takeaway moments from there.
Oh, there were some beautiful takeaway moments. One was from Lois herself. I think she brought some people to tears, even in the audience, where, you know, she kind of stood up and she said, one of the things businesses don't realize is that we as persons with disabilities have value and we can contribute financially. We are customers, you know, we are paying customers. And I think that I got a lot of, you know, we all know that, but yet people don't actually think about it because they never market, right, to look to market to persons with disabilities. So it was a kind of eye-opening just to see that we have value and we are valuable to your business and we give your business money. So treat us with fairness and with equity and with respect.
Beautiful. Oh, stunning.
But listen, so it goes through to the 16th. I am sure you have, as far as the program goes, you've highlighted some things that would have tickled your fancy. What are you particularly looking forward to?
Well, I mean, I'm looking forward to having bigger discussions with more tourism groups and people from a networking perspective, and to look at how this technology can also be utilized in other African states. So I'm looking forward to those kind of relationships. I'm also looking forward to see what Durban has to offer in terms of, and other places in South Africa in terms of product, because we were able to travel, also go and look for accessible places to send our clients to so that they don't have to fumble around in the dark, literally or figuratively.
What a way to end this.
Just take it any way you want.
Well done, Tarryn.
Listen, Tarryn, thank you so much for joining us, man. And just for a quick catch-up, but we're glad that the launch of Ava happened and that it was well received. And of course, we know you are super busy now during this thing, but we just appreciate the few moments you've taken out just to have a chat with us and just update everybody. And I'm sure everybody is just wishing you well, and you can continue to make the inroads and just the discussion, just having the discourse going around inclusive travel. I mean, that's what it's over. The more people talk about it, the quicker things will happen, and this is definitely the platform for that. So we can only wish you the best. And thank you once again.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for having me on Mahala. I love being with you guys and just chatting and spending time with you on this platform. So thank you for doing such a great job and for having me back all the time.
Thank you very much.
Enjoy Durban, enjoy the Africa Tourism Indaba, dear.
Fantastic. I will. Thank you. Enjoy your day in Cape Town.
Definitely. Thank you, Tarryn.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
So that is Tarryn Tomlinson, of course. She really is a friend of the show. That is what I can say. And it is really fantastic. And if you're watching this now, what you got to do is go watch last week's episode where we spoke to Tarryn.
Yeah.
And of course, when Tarryn was here, we were talking about this, and especially all the ins and outs from that panel discussion that she mentioned, as well as the launch of Ava, which was
exactly.
the big thing.
Yeah.
So
and for me, this is really a platform to highlight exactly, what people with disabilities and being disadvantaged at the end of the day. And this is the platform where we want to highlight that. So if you're opening a bed and breakfast, or you're opening a hotel, or any accommodation as such, or even just spend a day and have some fun, please take in consideration these people with disabilities, people that actually have challenges at the end of the day. Please do consider this, and this is the reason why Tarryn and the team has gone out to have this panel to bring it to the highlight and tell you guys there is a problem. They also add to our community, so they also add to our funding.
Yeah.
Oh, and Heidi's got there, Heidi. It's a great work. Thank you, Heidi.
Yeah, and it certainly is. And thanks for that, Heidi. But exactly like Rhoda said, that is it. And once again, thank you very much for Tarryn for joining us. Now, the most important thing is we kind of keep the theme going, because when it comes to travel and where to go, Tarryn is certainly a go-to person, especially when it comes to inclusivity as well. But our next episode, which is not too far away in the distant future, is coming up very, very shortly, and we'll be talking to John Howell from Aviadev. And we're going to be talking. And Aviadev focus on aviation when it comes to the African continent. But John is going to fill you in on all the details, and trust me, this is a fascinating conversation. When we talk opportunity, when if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a business owner, and we're literally talking about opportunity and just escalating life in all sorts of ways. This is a discussion you don't want to miss, because it is definitely something we've been looking forward to. That is coming up in a few moments, and 45 minutes or so.
There we go.
That is going to be on. But once again, thank you very much to Tarryn Tomlinson for quickly joining us and breaking away there from the African Tourism Indaba that is currently underway. And we will see you shortly, Rhoda.
That's right. We'll see you at 6. And don't forget, every Monday at 6 o'clock, Mahala Monday, we're here to inform you.
See you in a moment when we talk to John Howell.